Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing? I am trying the thing again where I'm going live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So I just want to make sure it's working. So holler at me and let me know if it is. Fingers crossed. Sometimes it doesn't work on one of the platforms or I just never know with these things. Hello, everyone. I see all the Instagrammers. How are you this morning? I thought we could sit and knit. I have show and tell for you. I'm knitting a little swatch. So I thought it would be super fun. And I have coffee. I thought I'd have coffee today instead of tea. Hello, Ashley. How are you today? Yay. Okay. Hello in Brazil. YouTube is working. Instagram is working. I see some eyeballs on the Facebook thing. So comment. Sometimes it can take up to 2 minutes, I've noticed, for Facebook comments to come through. I'm not sure why. Oh, good morning, Barb. How are you today? So, all right. I hope everyone is doing okay. Tim and I are working from home today. Oh, good morning, Tessie. And I've got some yarn to show you today, as well as some swatches, which is super exciting. I do have pattern show and tell. Our newest pattern that we put up, absolutely gorgeous. This one was designed by Emily Walton. So keep your peepers open. I'm going to be showing you that. And I have some questions for you. So I want this to be a back and forth two-way thing. Hi, Sydney in Portland. So first of all, please comment and let me know how you are doing. And, I always love to know where in the world you are. So, oh, hello, Roxanne in Washington. So let me know where you are tuning in from because I love, love, love. Oh, good morning, Angelica. I love reading that. San Antonio, Texas, Northern Ireland. For anyone that is new, I am Shandy. And along with my husband, Tim, we own and operate Expression Fiber Arts, where we sell hand-dyed yarn, knit, and crochet patterns. And I am currently residing in Charlotte, North Carolina. Good morning, San Diego, California, Harper, Kansas, New Jersey, Statesville, Colorado, Pennsylvania, Florida, Van Cleve, Asheville, Michigan, Pennsylvania. Hi, Marcia. How are you? Chicago, Ranger, Texas. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. I hope you have your knitting or your crocheting or whatever crafty project you're doing. Oh, thank you, Barbara, about the hair. It's gotten to that weird length where I'm like, do I get the scissors out today or do I not? So, I'm just doing a little do. So yes. Oh, Wisconsin. Hi, Catherine. Catherine hopes everyone is staying healthy. Yes, I hope everyone is healthy. And if you're able to work from home, I want to know how you're all doing. Everything is fairly the same here for us. We are working from home today. We do work from home sometimes anyways. Well, hello in Tennessee, hello in Oregon. And I'm just working on a little swatch. I had started this the last live. This is our rainy afternoon during worsted. And I apologize to the YouTubers last week. So sometimes Facebook doesn't work on my phone because I'm doing all three platforms at once. And so I had to do YouTube on my phone and it just confuses me every time. And so I was live on YouTube technically last week, but I had it marked to unlisted, so you couldn't see it. It wasn't marked public. So we are public this week, so we should be good. And everyone's commenting, so it should be good. Good morning, beautiful soul, vintage blunt. Sephora works where she lives. So yes, what have you been doing the past week or so? What projects have you been doing? I'm going to show you some things I've been working on. I've taken up some new hobbies, which I think are pretty exciting. So I'm going to show you that. And, I got to finish my row. Just one more row, they say. Okay, so let's start with some show and tell. Illinois, the sun is out. Oh, That is awesome. It is a gray day here today. I'm losing track of time and days. It's like overcast and the days are just like do. Well, hello, Mary Jackson. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Carrie. Okay, so we've just been plowing through and just working like crazy and, keeping busy because that is good. So I wanted to show you the color that I put up today. This is our tea of the month color, and this one's called Fusion Green and White. So it's got some greens in there, and it's got some gray specks. It's got little tiny pops of that bright yellowy lime, which are super fun, gorgeous for spring, and little hints of like this toffee green color. Hope everyone can see it. So it's just a nice, fun, speckledy look. This is a resilient sock yarn. So if you haven't tried this is fantastic because it's just boingy. Like, look at the boing and the stretch. It's really great for socks or like cuffs on sweaters or shawls or cuffs. Shawls don't have cuffs. Cuffs or collars or hems on sweaters because they're it really holds its shape. Like, you can see the boing. Also makes wonderful shawls. It's machine washable, so it's good for baby blankets and gifts. If you want to, give your finished item to someone that may or may not want to hand wash, this is good for that. So these I popped up for you this morning and announced in our email newsletter and on the socials. So I was really excited about that one. I'll hold it up close for each platform, YouTube and Facebook. Hello. Good morning, Lena. Hello. Hi, Trina. Trina's in Georgia, raining and working in lockdown. Love your yarn. Thank you. Currently working on the Copland shawl. That one is so darn popular. I love that one. It's so simple too. And Instagram. Yeah. Good morning, Michelle. Michelle's working from home as well. Yes, a lot of us are working from home today. I'm glad to hear everyone is doing well. That is awesome. Awesome news. So that was Fusion Green and White. It does come, if you are watching this live, which you are right this second, but if you watch the video later, this may not be true. But for those of you watching it live, there are goodies that come with it for a limited time and a coupon code. Do you say coupon or coupon? I actually say coupon. I don't know why I said coupon. Coupon rhymes with great coupon. So then another color, which we have some swatches from. You guys have been asking for swatches. So we're going to be trying to do more swatches for you. Marlea wants to know, can hand wash on my washing machine be the same as the sink and squeezing a lot? I would try a little piece first, like knit a little swatch actually, in the same yarn as your finished project, and try that first before you try it with your whole big project, just to be safe. It would probably be fine, but I would just do a little bit first just to be sure. So this one is Morning Glory. So every month for this year, I'm doing a floral inspired shade with a little bit of like a vintage twist. And so this one is Morning Glory. And I was actually watching a YouTube video the other day. I can think. A YouTube video the other day about a lady restoring an old gramophone and how they were originally modeled after a Morning Glory, like the shape. And I was like, oh, I love that so much. So this has beautiful purples and pops of like this sky blue color and sun gold. It's got some little like violet specks, red, green. It's just really pretty. Little shifts of green. So that is Morning Glory in skein form, or hank, technically called a hank. Mary says, I love your goodies. Thank you so much. Diana's in MA, currently in non-essential lockdown. Jackie says there is a 10-second delay on Facebook behind YouTube. Oh, that is good to know. YouTube is ahead of the Facebook. So then we have swatches. So I have got a knitted swatch and a crocheted swatch because you know I love both. So Morning Glory knitted swatch, stockinette stitch, by the way. So you can see how, well, let's hold them up together. Skein form, swatch form, and I'm just showing on 3 different platforms. If you are just joining me, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. All at the same time. Woo, woo, woo. So there's that. And then the crochet one. So this is just single crocheters. So for all you, I'm blocking myself. My needles right here are Chiagus, and yes, they are. I love the Chiagus because of the flexible cables. And this is the interchangeable set, so you can screw the little different needles onto your cables. You know what I'm trying to say. So those are the swatches. So we're going to be trying to do more and more swatches for you of at least some of our new featured colors so that you can see. And if you have any questions about this, I didn't tell you what yarn base it is. This is our Oasis Fingering, one of our very popular yarns. It's shimmering, as you can see, and drapey. Look at the drape. Here's YouTube close-up. So look at the drape, how it just puddles. Like imagine that as a sweater or a shawl. So flowy and beautiful and natural. Even the crochet. Look, the single crochets. Look at that. It's shimmery, it's drapey, it's wearable, it's flowy. It is beautiful. Beautiful. So those are those. So be looking for more swatches as we go on. Yes, this actually doesn't have any wool in it. It is a blend of 50% camel fiber and 50% silk. So technically non-wool, unless, is camel considered wool? No, sheep's wool. I guess I could just say that. Nadia wants a Hawaiian sunset color. Oh, that would be gorge. Yes. Okay, so there's the yarn, couple yarns I put up recently. I have been listing a ton. Did I bring any? I didn't grab them. I've been listing a ton of limited edition sale colors. So be checking the sale category like today and throughout the week because I've been going through the stock in the back of our warehouse and gathering up odds and ends and things that have been sitting there. There might be things where maybe we grabbed the wrong dye and it just didn't turn out the color we had intended, but it's still awesome. Maybe they're tester colors. Sometimes we do 2 or 3 versions of a test, like for example, for these featured colors, but then we pick the one we like the most, or maybe they just all look really similar, but not quite the same. So those will end up as like little testers or odds and ends. So I've been listing a lot of those, and a lot of them are limited edition and marked down. So you can hop over and see all of those. Antoinette loves my headband. Do you have a pattern? I don't have a pattern, but it's basically just a rectangle. Yeah, just make like a tube and then just like seam it right there. And I like the kinds that have like the little bloops. I'm thinking about making some. Cheryl says, yay! I'm thinking about making more. I have a bunch of odds and ends fabrics lying around. Oh, Randy has a 35-pound, 15-week-old puppy that she's trying to work on. Oh, I love that so much. Trying to work around a puppy. Mary says, do you get Tim to do some swatches for you? LOL. No, Tim does not do the swatches, but he definitely, I'm sure, would love to. Oh, a 200. Oh, yes. For any questions, the Walking Home Academy on YouTube, any questions on specific yarns, just let me know. I would need to know the yarn weight. So is it fingering? Is it DK? Is it worsted? Etc. And I hope everyone is knitting with me or crocheting. Does everyone have your yarn? Because, oh, good morning, Natalie. Because I've got mine, and I just thought this would be, I mean, these lives are fun on a usual normal basis, but like, hey, we all need connection. You know, what has everyone been doing as far as staying connected with people you love? I have discovered, my friend Marcy actually told me about Marco Polo, the app. So it's super great because it's similar to texting where you can, so you just record a video and be like, hey, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. Here's what I'm doing today. Life is so exciting. Yada, 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 yada. And then you just send that video to the other person, whoever, and then they can watch it live and respond right away, or they can watch it whenever they get time and then respond later, when they get a chance. So that has been really awesome. I've been staying connected with my family that is long distance. So that is super awesome. And that was Marco Polo. I'm really enjoying that. Sharing crafty projects and different things. So, yes, I want to know what crafty creative projects, ideas. Let's all give each other ideas. Oh, thank you so much, Sarah Bug. Let's give each other ideas. What have you been doing to keep busy, or have you decided to go the opposite route and not try to be productive? Like either way is fine. I was going to show you some new things I've been doing. Yes, Nadia says, I love Marco Polo. I love it too so much. Nancy said, I saw you were live and I went to get my knitting. Yay. 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 Yes, Mary, try that out. It is fantastic. Hi, Kim. How are you today? Okay, check this out. So I'm going to show you some other crafty things I've been doing, and post your crafty ideas below. What have you been doing? I've been looking up embroidery designs. My friend is printing free printable coloring pages for her children. I have taken up fermenting vegetables. So I brought some to show you. Show and tell time. This is not really crafty, but I am not a cook. It's not something I typically enjoy because, I don't know, I just want to actually eat the food. I wish I liked to cook more, but for some reason, I looked up the other day, which I used to ferment stuff all the time back in the day, years ago, and I just stopped. So I have got some fermented beans. These are pink beans, so fermented pink beans. They're still inoculating. And then corn relish. It's still going too, but you can see it starts to get little bubbles. And then carrots, I just started these yesterday. So they're already starting to get some little bubbles. I've got cucumbers. I've got beets. I'm making beet kvass out of the beets, which is where you drink the juice. And if you haven't fermented vegetables before, just look it up on YouTube. It's not the same as canning or pickling. So pickling is more like where you add vinegar and sugar and you just make something taste sour. Canning is where you someone tell me exactly what canning is. I guess you just pull the air out so it lasts for a very long time. But fermenting is where you put salt. Sometimes you can use whey, but you mix that with water and then put your vegetables in, and it starts to produce good bacteria. So lactobacilli. Is that how you say it? Someone tell me I'm saying it wrong. I'm sure I am. But it starts to grow and it actually becomes effervescent and bubbly. So like bubbly beans, bubbly carrots, bubbly all the stuff. And they say it is excellent for gut health. And I just thought, hey, I'm sitting here, I've got vegetables in the house. Let's take these cans. That's kind of been my theme the last week or two is using the things I have around the house. So I've been trying to do that. Oh, look how far we got. This is my rainy afternoon colorway Enduring Worsted. One of my favorites. It's got it's harder to see on these screens because the streaming quality is not super excellent. But if you go look at it on the site, it's like pink and it's like a rainy afternoon, like clouds, some murky green, like the trees, and a little bit of pop of purple, purpley pink, gold, like the sun's trying to poke through, but it's just kidding. It's really not. So yes, vegetable fermenting. If you have any recommendations on that or, suggestions, please do let me know because I would be most interested. Sarah Bug is crocheting the frozen waterfall shawl with our pearlescent fingering yarn. That is exciting. I would love to see that. I love, love, love. Please always feel free to post and tag us if you make projects in a yarn or make our patterns because I love to see them. It's like the culmination and the ultimate point of everything that we do is you making the final thing. I love that so much. Tammy wants to know, are you going to post these swatches on your site with the yarns? Yes. We just haven't gotten pictures of these yet. We got a little behind on these, but these are the Morning Glory ones. Look at the shine. Look at the shine. I love that base because of the shine. But we will get them. And then we're going to try to do more swatches of more colors in the future, just due to all the requests. So we're getting there. We have literally, and I kid you not, thousands of formulas. And then when you multiply several thousand formulas by all the different yarn bases we have, it would just be an impossibility to knit a swatch of every single one. But we're going to try to start doing it at least on new featured colors. Okay. Marlia usually bakes muffins to take to groups. Oh, but no baking right now. Jackie is designing a shawl in one of our yarns. Oh, I would love to see that. Susan says she appreciates swatches. It helps so much. Okay. I have a pattern to show you. I'm trying to get caught up on comments. Okay. So our pattern that went up this past Friday. So if you're new, we try to put up a new knit or crochet pattern every Friday. They are often, not always, many times they're free for a limited time. So you can check the site every Friday. If you want to get an email when they go up, I email every Friday to tell everyone, so you can hop onto the email list on the site if you would like that. But of course, you do not have to. So this is our Melly Tee designed by Emily Walton. And it is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to tell you some alterations you can make to this as well if you want. So this is a top-down, seamless, color work, yoke, cropped, knitted sweater pattern. Hold on. That's like the same as ordering at Starbucks. A grande, decaf, almond milk, latte. No this, yes to that. So here is a little close-up of the stitches. I'll just zoom it past each of the platforms so you can see this gorgeous Melly Tee. So let me back up a little. I'm going to back it up so you can see how it fits. This sample was made to fit me. The pattern comes in many different sizes. I believe it goes from 32-inch bust up to 64, I think. But all the information is on the website link for it if you want to go download the pattern. And here's the back. It looks the same as the front. So if you wanted to, we had some questions on alterations that could be made to this pattern. So we made the sample. Nadia says that's literally what I get from Starbucks. Yeah, that is actually what I get. Grande decaf almond milk latte. I started ordering that years ago because one, it's decaf. Two, it's almond milk, which had the least amount of calories. And I was trying not to do dairy because it makes me like. So this is cropped. We did this version cropped, which is great for wearing over dresses. Like I'm not about like, I have a shirt on underneath in case you're wondering. I'm not about like showing everything, you know, so what am I saying? It's good to wear over dresses. If you don't feel comfortable wearing crops, wear them over a dress, or you can wear like, I'm doing like an undershirt underneath. Because like this is cropped, but it's like, yay, I can do this. And it's like, we're all cool. If you would like, you can absolutely make it longer. And I'm going to tell you the secret how to do that. You just keep knitting. So that is the secret. Just keep knitting and you can just make it longer. Whatever length you prefer. And this has these little, so the yoke basically makes the sleeves. But you could, if you wanted, instead of working the little garter stitch border on the sleeves, you could just, if you've knitted sweaters before, if you're at all comfortable, you could just add sleeves if you wanted. Up to you. If you don't feel comfortable with the Fair Isle. So this is very simple Fair Isle, and we did a video for you on YouTube. So youtube.com/expressionfiberarts. You can hop over and see the video on how to like do the stitches as you're looking at the chart. Very simple. This is only 2 colors at a time. But if you don't feel comfortable with that, you could technically just work stockinette stitch. So you could just do like the rest of this, or you could just maybe just do stripes, like maybe do a couple colors of one color and just skip the charts in the Fair Isle stitching if you don't feel comfortable with that yet, if you're a beginner or if you've just never done Fair Isle. So those are some different ways you could alter this pattern if you wanted to. It is made in a fingering weight. So this is our cash silk sock yarn. And I chose that for this pattern. Oh, question. Sarita says, hi, Shandy. When I use the long tail cast on, my stitches tend to grow more on the needle with each row. What do I do? I'm not sure why I would do that with a long tail. cast on, but you could try a different cast on if you find it to be a consistent problem. Like the cable cast on or a knitted cast on is much more rigid, like it's not going to stretch like the long tail. So, anywho's, this is made in our cash silk sock yarn, and the reason I chose that for this pattern and for the Fair Isle is because it is great for Fair Isle. I'm actually, you can't see it on Facebook and Instagram, but if you're on YouTube, you can see I've got a pattern going right there. Fair Isle sweater, and several of the colors I'm using is the cash silk sock yarn. So it's a blend of superwash merino wool and cashmere, of course, and silk. So it is really, really luxurious, super soft, like baby soft. It is 410 yards per skein, and it has a beautiful drape, as you can see, like swish and flow. You can see the drape, like nothing stiff here. It's very wearable, conforms nicely, very, very luscious. It has a little bit more hold and structure than, say, like our Oasis. Like the Oasis fingering is super drapey, like very, very drapey. It's a teeny bit thinner of a yarn, still fingering weight, but just a smidge thinner. The cash silk has a little bit more structure, as you can see. It's going to wear well over time and last. And the stitches and color work with this yarn base just are beautiful. Like, look at those stitches. They just look fabulous. So anyways, that's the Melly tee. We used, good question on how many colors, Lily. A main color, this is librettist, which is like a blue-gray for the body. And then we used Moon for the white and Lady Gray for the purpley, muted purple color. Susan says, what a beautiful sweater, and I love the idea of making it longer. Catherine says, Fair Isle is so intimidating to me, but I'm going to try this. Yes, I would say give it a try. Like, at least try, because you're going to start up here. At least try, get this chart done. It's a great time to practice knitting with both hands, and it becomes really intuitive. And please watch the video. If you haven't done Fair Isle, just watch my Fair Isle. You know what I'm saying? Just watch my video on it, because I give some tips and tricks on how to make sure your tension stays nice and even, and you're going to end up with good results. And like I said, if you don't feel comfortable with that, just work stockinette. You don't even have to do that. So speaking of what you guys are all doing, oh, we have such a nice little swatch. What you guys are all doing. Another thing I have been doing whilst staying at home. Okay, I have to be honest. Tim and I are both extreme introverts, and so we are home most of the time anyways. Like, we do have a warehouse. We typically go work from during the day, but we are home a lot anyways. Like, my dream is to stay at home and do crafty things, and that's pretty much what I've done most of my life. So it's not a lot different than usual. Debbie says, if you made it longer, could you steek it and use buttons? Absolutely. So Debbie is taking it up a notch. Instead of simplifying it, she is going the opposite direction, and I love that. Steeking, for anyone who is unfamiliar, is where you make sure you're sitting down and brace yourself for this knowledge. Steeking is where you cut your knitting. Yes, so you cut your knitting. So like, you could knit this sweater, for example, and then cut it down the middle, and go watch some tutorials. We should do a tutorial on it. Watch some tutorials before you do it. And you could turn it into a cardigan and add buttons. That is a great idea. If you do that, hi Frida. If you do that, Debbie, please let me know. Hi Mom. Yay, Mom is on. My mom has also been crocheting lately with some yarn that I hand dyed myself. She is making a basket. Yes, bow tie stitch. Awesome. Grace says that is her dream to stay home and craft. Let me tell you, that's what I did growing up. I grew up in Juneau, Alaska, and me and my mom, I just have so many memories of us sitting in our little condo, and then our house when we moved to it. At one point we lived on a boat. We lived all around. My dad was a builder. And I have so many memories of, of making popsicle stick little houses. I painted and like colored penciled, drawings, crocheted up a storm. I used to crochet when I was little. I didn't start knitting till I was 27. Ding, ding. Catherine says her grandma used to cut her crochet and it worked fine. Crochet steeking. That is absolutely wild and exciting. So another thing I have been doing, let's talk about more things we can all do. Journaling. Has anyone else been journaling? I'm going to show you some of my favorite journals. I have some traveler's notebooks. If you are not familiar with traveler's notebooks, I've been into them for the past couple of years, and they are the most genius thing, I just have to say. And you don't have to travel to use them. Hayuk, hayuk. Here's my swatch, by the way. Charlotte says, your YouTube knitting video helped me to start knitting. I'm now more of a crocheter. Current project, rainbow blanket. Yes. Hello from Nottingham, UK. Well, hello. Hello, hello. Okay. Traveler's notebooks. I may have a couple. Are there more on the shelf? Don't look. So, a traveler's notebook, if you're unfamiliar, is basically this outer part. And then you fill it with inserts. And so the inserts come out. It's just such genius. It's genius. The inserts come out and they live on these little elastic bands inside of the notebook. So you can put quite a few in. Like, just go on Pinterest when we're done here and look up traveler's notebooks. Oh, Joanne said she visited Juneau AK in the summer season. It is gorgeous. It's nestled in mountains. Oh, it is so pretty. And it's on the water. So, it's just beautiful. So I have this big one. These, I have different brands. These are from Chic Sparrow. I have this size, which is a little bit smaller, a little bit stiffer. And this one, you can buy all kinds of fun little inserts on Etsy. You can make these. You can actually make, I should have brought it. Maybe next time. You can make the cover. Go, look this up. Go look on YouTube. You are about to go down a rabbit hole and look on Pinterest for how to make traveler's notebooks. You can make one if you can't get out right now, if you can't order anything. You can make one. And I started out for the longest time before I bought any. I made the outsides and I made the inserts. You can buy all of it or you can make all of it. So you can see they're all attached on these little elastics inside. So you can pull these out if you're like, hey, I don't want this notebook in here. Or maybe you just want to take this one on a trip so you have less bulk, but then when you get home, you can put it back in your thing. And of course, you can get all different types of paper. Like this one, I have watercolor paper in it because I like to pretend that I can paint. So this is Monstera leaves I watercolored. And this is a girl I started to do. I never finished the bottom of it. I really like the idea. I wish I could do those people, I don't know what this is, a mess. You know those people that draw their lives? Like they just, I just whipped out this little sketch of my, stroll down the road. It's like this beautiful drawing with watercolor and everything. I'm like, okay, I want to do that. But not quite bad enough to put in the effort it would take to get to that point. Obviously. Another one, and this one I'm keeping, usually I keep these in my little sleeve. My friend Gemma always did that, and I was like, why would you keep it in the sleeve? Blah, 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 until mine started getting scratched and, messed up. So this is a really beautiful one. Again, same concept. And this one, I've got little unicorn notebooks in it that my mama sent me. Follow your rainbow, it says. And I've been using this one lately for my business to-do list the past couple of days, as well as my personal to-do list. So I made a crafty quarantine list. I encourage you to do the same. So I basically wrote out, read all of my books. So I have 100 books on my shelf. I feel like it's never going to get done. I have 100 books on my shelf. If you're on YouTube, you can see my bookshelf. Sorry, on Facebook, Instagram, you can't see my bookshelf. It's right there. But it's full of books. I have 100 literally books, probably more now because I've downloaded and bought more that I need to read. So that is thing number one on my crafty quarantine list. It's not really crafty, but reading and crafting, like, same thing. So then I said, sew all my fabrics. Like, I will never knit and crochet all the yarn, so we're not even going there. I have enough at our warehouse to last 500 lifetimes. But I said, sew all the fabric, because my stash has gotten a little big. So I'm trying to sew some things. So I did, I made a dress. I brought a dress to show you that I made. Hold your horses. So I bought this gorgeous fabric. Crafty quarantine list. Yes. I bought this. Oh, and I have a question for you. Stay with me. I have a very important question. It has been perplexing me for the past week, and I cannot figure it out. And I need, I need your opinion. So I made this dress. So I have a dress, actually, before, of the same dress I had bought at Free People. I'm going to back up. And I loved it so much. Obviously, I had 4 of them, so I wanted to duplicate it. So I did. So you can look on YouTube. I feel like YouTube has everything. You can look on YouTube for how to duplicate your clothes or how to duplicate your favorite things in your closet. So you basically lay out your other item and you trace it out basically and make a pattern onto tracing paper, or I use Swedish tracing paper. It's kind of stiff. It feels sort of like interfacing. You can actually sew with it. But I use, and it's a little bit see-through. So Swedish tracing paper. And I made this dress. So this is, it's just got a simple little bodice with little princess seams, little straps. And this part here was like pooking out weirdly, like, meh. So I just put a little bit of elastic here to like ruche it down. So it kind of cupped in, it looks better. I did pleats on the front. And then on the back. So now I'm getting to the challenging part, and I have a question. Any sewing experts out there, or if an idea just popped in your head, please let me know. So the back is stretchy, like shearing. And here's the challenging part. So the back panel is 42 inches across, because that's what the store-bought dress was. So I was trying to duplicate it. And you have to put that 42 inches into 10.5 inches. So here's what I did. Here's what I had, because I'm trying to use what I have. I had this 1/4 inch elastic. And so I did like rows of the 1/4 inch elastic and like held the fabric taut with each little row and sewed it. It was a little bit of a challenge, but I managed it. Oh, first of all, I'm going to show you another version and then ask you the question. I need to know an easier way to do this, is what I'm wondering. Listen to this fabric. It is like, I was really struggling with what to make with this. It is a hand-dyed Japanese cotton linen I got from the Cloth House in London. Ordered it a while back. I didn't know what to do with it. So it was just perfect for this kind of like, dress. It reminds me of Belle. I'm calling it my Belle dress. Where's my beast? I need a beast. So here's the thing. So I'm making another one in a much thinner, easier to sew fabric. This is a beautiful linen rayon, maybe. I got this in New York recently when I was there at Vogue Knitting Live. So here's the back panel. Again, I have put 42 inches down into 10.5. But how in the world, so I've drawn lines for the elastic. Please, someone help me. How in the world do you sew these things without having to stretch the whole thing each row? And how do you keep the elastic on the line? I'm confused. If you have any tips for that, let me know, because I'm doing something, I don't know. I'm trying to figure things out. I'm trying to use what I have around the house. So this will be another version of that dress. Debbie, is yarn for Melly available? It should be. I will check stock as soon as I get off of here to make sure it is listed. We do have a ton of the cash silk sock colors listed right now, but I will make sure those exact ones. Also, email me should you not see them for any reason, but thank you, Nadia. Deborah says, have you washed it yet? Because it softens with washing. I did pre-wash it, yes, in the washing machine and dryer. So I don't know if it softened it from what it was. Oh, we almost have a swatch. This is incredible. But anyways, so that's kind of what I've been working on. I've been working a lot, like I said, listing tons of the new colors for you. So that has been really exciting. Hello, Rita. How are you doing today? I'm sorry if I've missed anybody's comments. Yes, if for any reason, if this doesn't work on any of the platforms, you can hop over to another one. So it's youtube.com/expression5arts, facebook.com/expression5arts, and instagram.com/expression5arts. If you are not on Instagram, everyone hop over to Instagram because I have a giveaway going there right now. It's a preview of a new yarn base. We'll be debuting this Friday, I believe. So you can take a sneak peek at that. Alexandra wants to know, can you please let us know what video you used to duplicate? Yes, I believe, so look up Mimi G, M-I-M-I letter G. I believe she's awesome. She has a tutorial on how to duplicate your patterns. And then with Wendy, I think did one. I followed hers and it was really good. But you can just look up how to make a pattern from your clothes. And it's easier than you would think. I don't know. I'm just trying to do new things. Hi, Hope. You are never late. No. We have just been talking about yarn as usual and what we've all been doing to keep busy and keep moving forward. Let me get caught up, y'all. Yes, okay. But yeah, if anyone has any suggestions on that technique, please let me know because it has been it's been pondering me. It has been making me wonder. Cynthia says, lovely session, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay. Laura in Nebraska, hello. Rita wants to know what I'm making. Yes, good question for anyone just joining. I am making a swatch. It's hard for me to knit anything specific or I definitely can't talk and read comments and knit anything or crochet anything that requires any kind of brain power at all. I have tried in the past and it does not work. So I'm just doing a basic stockinette swatch. And who knows, maybe we'll just take a picture of it for the site. Maybe I will keep going and make a scarf. Maybe I will make a set of coasters. Mary Jackson says Mimi G is awesome. She sure is. She is great. She does a lot of sewing tutorials. She has a fun channel. So Ruby says she always pins the elastic before sewing. I should try that. I thought also my sister suggested using because you have to keep pulling all of the elastic bands every time you sew the next row. So I was thinking about getting a big clamp that holds several rows together. So I don't know, but anywho, I think I'm gonna hop and scooch. I'm gonna go back right now and keep listing colors, the sale colors, so you can hop to see what new ones I pop up. I listed some gorgeous new kits. And to show you today. I'll show you next week if I remember. Some beautiful mini skein 100% silk yarn kits. They're absolutely beautiful. So you can check those out too. Good Day says, what sweater do you recommend for a beginner knitter? Oh, funny you should ask. A couple people are saying Instagram is lagging. Sorry about that. Maybe it's my internet. Not sure. We actually have a course coming out very soon on how to knit your very first sweater. And we knit the entire thing together, me and you, in video form. So be looking for that. If all goes to plan in early April, it will be a hand-holding session, journey together, walking through the whole process of knitting a sweater together. So I'm really excited about that one. So stay attuned for that. And I hope everyone is doing okay, keeping busy, keeping your mind golden. If you have any movie or book recommendations, please, before you go, let me know. I have been watching Once Upon a Time on Netflix. I had stopped years ago and I picked that back up. That's 23 episodes a season, and it's like all of the fairy tales into one show, like Snow White, Prince Charming, the Evil Queen. Whoop, drop stitch, got it. Rumpelstiltskin, Belle, like all of them all combined in one show. So it's just fun and an easy watch. And I haven't been doing a ton of reading the last week, but I'm going to try to do more this week. So I'll let you know. But please let me know. Yes, smocking, Cindy. That maybe it's called smocking. Good one. Let me know if you have any other, suggestions. So, but yes, I did see the movie The Notebook years ago, a long time ago. But thank you everyone for joining me. I love these lives, and especially now, I think it's super important that we all stay connected and happy and healthy, and just continue on and do what we can with what we have, where we are. And I think that's just been fine lately. Whatever, because my mom says this a lot, whatever your hands find to do that, and do it well, and do it for that day, because that's all we do. So that is what I've been doing, and it's just been really beneficial, and just keep on trucking on. And if all goes to plan, I will be back next Tuesday doing live again. So get your knitting and crocheting ready and come join me. I would love to see you again. So thank you so much, everybody. I'll show you the swatch. I got a good little portion knitted up during our talk. So thank you for being with me. And that was Rainy Afternoon, in case anyone missed it. I love it. I just picked a random color that I loved and just knitting a swatch. All right. Goodbye, everybody. I shall talk to you next week. Thank you for joining me. Bye.